Alrighty then. Okay, so this is set here. Demonologist, magician, spiritualist, and I would like to say something about demons, because I think with my last relationship that I had, I failed to, I on purpose, must I admit, I failed, but it's complicated because I failed the relationship, obviously, but that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is I felt like the thing about demonology and demons, the thing about demons, period, we live in the dark. Okay, we don't live in the dark for no reason. We live in the dark for a reason. And what that means is, in a figurative way and in a literal way, we are in the dark. And perpetually speaking too. And what I mean by that is we're like ninjas. We discipline ourselves like ninjas. So we don't show things about us to people. We don't show anything to anyone. We're invisible. We don't show things to people. That makes us invisible. And in my case, I'm not saying it's the same for every other demonologist or black magic practitioner, but in my case, in my personal case, I took love as something that I should also hide. And I'm used to hiding love on a regular basis way before I even started practicing the dark arts. Because I don't want to get taken advantage of. I don't want people to think I'm soft and blah, 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 blah. So I would hide that. But that was my first mistake in my last relationship. Which is the biggest one from where I'm standing. I misrepresented hell momentarily there. And I'm making this video because I don't want you guys to lose what I have lost. And in my perspective, I think I lost a great thing. I think I lost a tremendous thing. It's like painting a landscape and there's a big mountain, and now I erased the mountain. The mountain's not there anymore. Like, it's a huge mountain and the mountain's not there anymore. So it's that to me, it's that, it's that huge of a mistake. And I don't want that to happen to anybody else. So the truth about demons is that we are love. The first thing, we are love. We are love. All right. It doesn't come. Love comes from us. Lucifer, love, lust. Lust, Lucifer, love. And so we are that. And that's why women have this deep connection with the ether. And they have a deeper connection with Satan or Lucifer because of the love spectrum. There's many other spectrum. Just because you're a woman and you you know, that doesn't mean that you're like the ultimate, because there's different spectrums. But love is very powerful, just like fear is very powerful. Um, but love is very powerful, and we represent that, and we feel it too. So most people think they see us dressed in all black and our mysterious demeanor and weird powers and stuff, and people think that, and especially in the movies and stuff like that, so people tend to think that we are completely cut off and cold-hearted bastards or some shit like that. But we're not. We're actually very loving. We're actually the most loving people that you'll ever meet. And I feel like because I failed to make my pupil understand that notion, she thought I was somebody else. She thought I was Mr. Moneybags. She thought I was Donald Trump. But in actuality, I was Ryan Gosling from The Notebook. I was the guy from The Notebook. I wasn't Batman. I was the guy from The Notebook. And so that kind of sucks, you know. But it is, I mean, I feel like you should already know. That's how I see it too. And that's my second mistake, because in my head I'm like, you should already know that. Like you already know everything, right? You already know everything. You already are love, right? I'm not love, you are. So you should know this. You should know this. I don't need to tell you. And I have a tendency to do that. I'm very cryptic and very mysterious. I have a tendency of doing that to people. A lot of people complain about my crypticness. But I expect people to know shit all the time. That's the thing too. I don't want to say too much, and I expect people to already know. So we represent love, and Lucifer is a stud. He's a handsome, most beautiful man or woman that you ever met. So his promiscuous nature is not out of disrespect towards the opposite sex. He's just built like that. People love him. And men and women tend to understand that, well, he can't be just mine, you know. But if he can't just be mine, since he's that powerful of an entity, he can't be just mine. That doesn't mean I can't have a good time with him, though, for the time being. So Lucifer has a lot of fun, but Lucifer is also capable of loving. And if he loves, I refer to him as a he. But nowadays, I kind of understand why some people feel like he might be a she, you know, but he is a he anyway. If he appears to you, he's going to be a guy. But he can be a dude too. Should I say this? All gods and entities are bisexual. All gods and entities are capable to appearing to you as a male or a female. They are all bisexual, all of them. It's not the same kind of bisexualism as earthly bisexualism. It's not the same. At the end of the day, it's not the same. Because they're capable of being two completely separate entities. It's hard to understand, and it's weird, but that's how it works. They can become completely different entities. So it's not, Lucifer is a man, But it's not crazy to say that he might be a woman either, because I'm pretty sure there's some people that probably saw Lucifer appear as a woman once or twice in their lives. There are exceptions to the rules. There's a reason why there's an exception to the rules. There was probably something important. Whatever. I'm getting off track here. You get the point. So like I was saying, Lucifer is capable of love too. And he will love you. And he will love you like a boyfriend should love you. He's not gonna run off and do a bunch of things. He might be flirty. Other people might be attracted to him, and he might be flirty. But that's just his charisma. He's just built like where he got charisma. He's out. He's open. He's not opened. His mind. He has a warm, charming and warm demeanor. So what I'm trying to get at here is I don't want people to think just because they're going out with a demonologist that gives them the right to fuck around. Just because you're a demonologist, that does not give you the right to fuck around. If everybody is consentant and happy in the relationship, that's fine. But one thing we don't do, we don't hurt people emotionally. We don't hurt people emotionally. When you start hurting people, it's not fun anymore. And we're not here, you're giving us a bad name because we're not, even though we might hurt people from time to time, we don't hurt people for no reason. We don't go out of our way to hurt someone. We don't want to hurt anyone. If somebody puts us in the position where we have to defend ourselves, we will defend ourselves. Or somebody is in the way, we'll remove that person from the way. But we're not out here to hurt people. So when you take our name and then you go off and do a whole bunch of nonsense, you're making us look bad and you're making us lose influence over the mass. So that's not a good thing. Not that having influence over the mass is important, but it's still what it is. That's still the result of acting that way. And we don't want that. I don't want that. No one wants that. I don't want people to go around hurting each other, emotionally or physically. What we're trying to give you is freedom. What we're trying to give you is hope. What we're trying to give you is something to look for when you wake up in the morning. A reason to exist. So yes, the demonic world is a vastly sexual world. But everybody is consentant. Everybody is happy. Happy. You know what I mean. Well, yeah, they're happy because every time you see a demon, he has a big old smile on his face. Everybody's happy with in the position that they are. That's what I mean to say by happy. They're content in the position that they are. So nobody's out here like Lucifer's not out here trying to cheat on Lilith to make himself feel better and shit like that. No, I'm aware. She's like that. I'm like this. We come together because we love each other, and that's it. We understand each other, and whatever she does is fine, and whatever I do is fine. Everybody has an understanding. Everything is okay. And that's what we should strive to do as humans too. We should be more open to our partner's wants and needs, on both sides, not just on one side, and if you two don't coordinate, well, have fun a little bit and then try with someone else, find somebody else. Don't give each other grief. Don't give each other trouble. Just find someone else. Try to be happy with that person. If that person can give you what you need and give you what you want, boom, there you go. And keep on trucking trucker. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's important for me to say this, because there are a lot of people that listen to my channel. There are a lot of people that listen to my channel. There's a lot of people that listen to me and stuff. So, you know, I don't want them. I'm pretty aware that some of them have already tested the waters of demonology and stuff like that. And they're probably discovering things that they never discovered before in their lives. So, you know, I just, and if you're gonna go down the vastly sexual area of demonology, that doesn't give you the right to hurt people. Just because you're demonologist, and you're, you know, you're trying out things, don't hurt other people. Like, make sure they know what they're getting into. Tell them to their face, I'm a demonologist and I would like to do this, that, da. You know, and if they don't accept, you humbly bow down like a gentleman. You leave the bar area, wherever you are, and you go find somebody else. Sorry to sound so harsh. You know, it's just, it's imperative for you guys to understand that, because I feel there's like a misconception about, you know, how we as demons view relationships between a man and a female or whatever. So like I said, Lucifer is a stud. So of course he has many women. But if he chooses to, he can be with only one. If he chooses to. And he'll be no different than your everyday boyfriend. It'll be the same thing. He's not gonna act weird with you. He's your boyfriend, he's your boyfriend. And women love Lucifer too. So, you know, he gets around. But he never hurts them, and he never, you know, he won't hurt them. And Lilith too. You know, she gets around. You know, and I have to accept that. I don't like it, but I have to accept it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, bro? Like, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, I hope that was entertaining and educational. I hope it helped you out. If it wasn't, let me know. If it was, let me know. Subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Peace out. No pun intended on that Lilith shit. Sorry about that. You know, because, you know, my ex might still be listening. You know, and she is Lilith. You know, she, you know, so no, you know, whatever. I didn't mean that. You know, but to me, she's Lilith. You know, and you know, I would turn to her into Lilith, and she was already Lilith. I just gave her a push, but now I regret it, kind of. You know, I regret it because she's not here anymore. You know, she's a great person with a great personality. She's a sweetheart. But if you hurt her in any kind of way, she'll turn into a fucking demon. And you know, and I hurt her. You know, and it sucks because I didn't want to hurt her. She really thought I was Mr. Moneybags, like not actual like have money and shit, but that's how she saw me. She thought like I only cared about money. No, like I cared about money because I care about you. I care about money because I don't want you to be uncomfortable. I want you to have a comfortable life. I don't want you to worry about things. That's love to me. You know, and people need to respect that. You know, she needs to respect that. Other people need to respect that, because that is love at the end of the day. You might not be able to get yourself to love somebody so much that you will work your fingers to the bone so that this person does not suffer, but that doesn't give you the right to say that this kind of love that I was offering wasn't love. That ain't right. Because at the end of the day, I'm doing all this shit so we can be happy. I'm not doing all this shit just to make myself happy. I'm doing all this shit in case of course, I was doing stuff and I had no idea someone was going to come in, but at some point somebody was going to come in, you know? So I'm doing this for not just for my own security. I'm doing this for like in case of, you know, my heart is not closed to love. You know, I might be alone on purpose because I'm working on things and I'm busy, but that doesn't mean that I'm a cold-hearted bastard and shit and blah blah. No, man, I'm just, you know, taking my time, thinking about things, you know, trying to figure out things, you know, trying to build things. That's all, you know. So, but like I said, she was a great person. She was a great experiment. She was a great experiment, man, and you know, it to me it felt like it was successful. The spirits told me it was successful. The spirits told her it was successful, you know. But it's unfortunate that there's so many people that didn't want us to be together. We were getting attacked and by all kinds of people, you know, and we was getting curses of the hoo-ha. You know, we had to fight curses almost on a regular basis, you know, me and her. You know, so it was hard, you know. And I did warn her, you know, you know, people don't like me, man, like, you know. So there's a lot of variables to why this shit didn't work. I was one of the variables. There was the curses that was the variable. She had her own shit. You know, you know. So I don't have any anger or hate towards her in my heart. None of this is her fault. I don't feel like it's my fault either. I mean, I don't feel like it's my fault either. I mean, you know, there's obviously places I fucked up, but I don't feel like it's my fault. I don't feel like it's her fault. You know, and I, you know, still love the girl, man. Anyways, I'm out of here, man. I'm stop talking shit. I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Have a good one, man. Peace out.